Today in the show, we're going to have a look at some characters from the X-Men titles that you might not have heard of before. So for some clarity, these are characters that have appeared in not just the X-Men titles, but also X-Force, the New Mutants, the whole X-Men umbrella. Also, we're only going to be talking about 3 of them, and these 3 characters are characters that people that don't read comics haven't necessarily heard of. If you read comics, chances are you've heard of a few of them. So the first character we're going to talk about is a girl named Jia Jing, and you've probably only heard of her if you read Wolverine and the X-Men. She actually wasn't born a mutant. Around the time that Cyclops became the Dark Phoenix, she was actually in a bus in Beijing. Then when it came time for Hope and Scarlet Witch to disperse the Phoenix through the universe, Jia was one of the hundreds of people that became a mutant. Like a shot out of a gun, she joined the Jean Grey School as soon as she could, with the hopes that she could become one of the best X-Men in history. A little bit down the line, she was actually given the name Sprite by Wolverine, and for all of you that read comics, you know why this is a huge deal. But for all of you that don't know, Kitty Pryde's original codename was also Sprite, and Wolverine and Kitty Pryde used to be really close. For Wolverine to be giving this new girl the codename Sprite means that Wolverine sees a lot of potential in this girl. Next we have Gabriel, whose codename is Velocidad. We would first see him in the Uncanny X-Men number 527, and he was just your average Mexican boy living in Mexico City, getting ready to go to university when his mutant powers manifested themselves. He was moving so fast he could not be seen by the naked eye, so when the X-Men turned up to recruit him, the only way they knew where he was because of Psylocke's ability to sense his presence. It would actually be Hope that ends up saving him, and he would join Hope's 5 lights. Here's the interesting part about Gabriel's powers: he doesn't actually move at super speeds. He slows time down around him, so it gives the impression that he is moving at super speeds. Things would go bad with Gabriel when he ends up cheating on Hope with Pixie, and Pixie wouldn't realize what was going on, so when she found out that she was part of this whole cheating triangle, she would slap Gabriel and call him a tosser, and both Pixie and Hope were angry at him. Then when questioned as to why he did this, Gabriel would explain that he is aware that his aging is super fast. He has a super fast metabolism, so he's going to die long before everyone else. Because of that, he was just trying to experience life to the fullest, and part of experiencing life, in his point of view, was to cheat on a girl for some reason. Don't ever do that. So the next character we're going to talk about is way more obscure than the other 2. Her name is Gossamer. She would first appear in the New Mutants number 66, and she is an alien who is apparently incredibly beautiful. Part of her racist thing is that after a while of being alive, they wrapped themselves in a cocoon for thousands of years, and her parents were captured while they were in cocoons. So obviously Gossamer chased after the captors, and the captors said that if she ever wanted her parents returned home safely, that she would have to help the captors destroy the New Mutants. But what ended up happening is she teamed up with the New Mutants to destroy the captor and save her parents. And after this, she actually stayed with the New Mutants for a little while before returning home. There are thousands of characters in the X-Men titles. I wouldn't be able to get through them all in my wildest dreams, and more are being thought up every month. The New Mutants is probably my second favorite Marvel title, just behind the Young Avengers, and it's probably in my top 5 favorite overall titles, behind the Teen Titans and the Young Avengers. If you want to learn more about the X-Men side of the Marvel Universe, but you don't want to focus on the flagship characters, the New Mutants is definitely a great place to start. So I've put links to mycomicshop.com down below to where you can get all the New Mutants comics that you could possibly want. It's super effective! Okay guys, that is it for today. Who are your favorite X-Men characters? Please let me know in the comments down below. Also don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more that you didn't know videos. And also don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, support the show by checking out my Patreon so I can make bigger and better videos and make more history videos when we hit that A-list character goal, and subscribe to my gaming channel. My name is Faust, this has been Exploring Comics, and it is super effective.